because 2001 I BBC be 2010 honum no eh near dia what I say inti Kofi nti all for real and Batman Samini me say me American can say that me catch radio say my all time favorite Kofi nti nyom Rakia. Unfortunately, minimum to NC.
So we are West in the boy.
Me are West one in the boy. Lawyers, Bema, I so long wow, me cow, and you copyright. Oh, I no pay, I pay crack of fee, mini coffee to cradding. Come on, if you class, I spoke with you. He's no, so I'm chain before we call and Cobam and Chammy in command, son or air. What I say? Rakia, the rationale behind Rakia. Not mini coffee, only coffee to him, Bobo. No, Bobo. Oh, Bobo, put a number in command. Not a Bobo. So, you call, sir, your boys are for championship born. And you're born a born Koto. Amelia Bifi. Mameno, your friend Auntie Meli, not a tongue. Or here, the idea. Tonsa, two Zavino, ne. We know. It's I don't want to have you. Oh, Nana. Auntie Meli. Me no baba na dia. Manage kami. Oh, me una tishoko. Yeah, me una tishoko. When inside the journey, Nana to come. Charlie, COVID to the body. What do you say? Me and you may where you swing and me all time favorite, no. But unfortunately, so I can't show you have to come to me. Professor in music. Okay. And you're mature. Now, Samini is where? Samini dear, me just last year, December, no. Me koye. So long as you are serious, you can. Me serious. I don't know. Me Samini koye show at Takrad. You can ask a lot of people in Takrad. I want to compare for me. Tourism, the tourism show. And you way Odo, right? So be. Dowa on Chaucer na kumemu fita Seopewa on Chaucer na kumemu boko sa na odoti voice no sound na odoko solo one on the neighbor. Okay, me decided say meto 10,000 seats with the 8 people and eba. Now the first on the list, you know, Abnanya me feeling the dancing skills too much. No, oh, ni must be to miss off the beat. Abnanya Felicia say, what they in house for now, boom, team, paying house. Outside. The first person, director Kofi Misa. Kofi Midiama. Also Kobe. Honestly, I thought 10,000 pay now. And yeah, say you make me feature me. And yeah, on the 10,000 table. I woke up over energy drink. And yes, I can cook count maybe I cook in my mouth. Because we do Hennessy. We already TV. Now the last time you play, energy drink train. I know. Yeah. Also then. So person who say, I don't know. It's Yami Aduma only a throwback party. But for Otna, I will Bayview. Mr. Bomodin so beba na also what me abe enjoy because Christmas no asase nyame adomotna of course Alicia yes Alicia say Alicia be na koye medi Alicia na brother no be na de ko me masaya Alicia me we say was send me message no we hefa me we say was send me message okay nti Alicia be kobi Alicia, Nyamiya, me no be call 10,000. Yes, Alicia, so whatever. Tell me voice in your crowd, Anna. Voice fully voice, no. Okay, you can hear. Yeah, me no better 10,000. 10,000. Yeah, me better. Yeah, but we are Koto. Me the MA 4. Okay. Me the MA 4 who was crowd. Now what the MA 4? Me the MA 7 because. Okay, my factory. Okay, na ode 4. Ode ma 4 na 3 ne ba no yire ka wife kan ho. Me no we duma, me no ye duma. Me bia na ekọ ye friend no. Nye me bia de ye mo ko. Jaisa, my mean chairman say you hear me enti the tell say me the matre na beba na me kan wa ayefo
of course
no so the matre enti e ma na me do mbeba no me mu wo mu dia na na me hwem phone so se me hu a
I've got list.
Of
course.
It's my pet matre aka ho na yaba enti so oba be 10,000 a table na o me nipa 8 na bet na table no ade bia ye num bia no ye di bi be mamo but just imagine say be bo member 8 solo member 8 Nana Anderson
Nana Anderson
me the show Nana Anderson Bismarck Kwekusapo Alfred Tichimensa
Alfred Otamali
Solomon Amankwa Billy Shen Oreku Afofo Oreku Fie Mutala
fantastic Muti akabako
me pesa me de ba ko kan ho Mutala form ntim pesa me uniform
Mutala form bed dey form
na o form ankasa me
form bed dey
na say ye ko 10,000 table o de ma me fa kawawa nka ho me de kawawa kan wa nipa 8 we se mo apie mo ye 8 na mo apie na mo ko sinkonya mo be sorry Friday night mo so na mo ka 20
na ye ko ase ha kra no ka ye bo
enti se mo ye 8 boys 8 na mo jim hu di se mo ni ya mo je 10,000 table na mo nyare
but
let's enjoy
won say we kev no we so an say free
and me you mutala free na me de
they want to be mutala so we ni free ma ya short
and me you bill be the onya de sa
bill there
Belation swag sports journalist of the year
we ni free ma e chipo de wa cheti mu mienu because
and me you request free
so want to be ni free
and me you Alfred onya de Bismarck ni Nana Anderson no put a record okay you we have na account so just imagine the boys we 8 na go mu no o ma ko sinkunya Friday they can kill it
we will kill it
they will kill it enti Mr. Bra na woni ga bia keka no nti ase a to ticket no
200 ticket ni
200 cities me say ye be wie na oforian ponsa be perform Kovinti be perform na Samin be perform be get be jatum I'm telling you when your prophecy e boss na mention
unni oba kra woni na keka mpaja me ya adoma e china bra obenya wo so no wo de because obviously single and searching for ne beba enti yenso single and searching ye beba
na
yenso some jina me nyina na em
now there be can
you single and searching for no yeah na o me cheche
and Andy be aduma Andy e wo ye ho
Andrews Sefa no me sure
okay message we nim say Basic Holy Stars Andy dia
ena chese yo no a ena chese ya no say Andy yo no a
enum na o to fee Samini ho no o ye brutal
nana
no ajatum say wo enum no ka no mo to ye
nana see me say you say ma wunuma ndi wanim
but they can't make out wherever and they forget very kind they tell me I don't try say more baby na in the enkobo yes say enkobo na city awa and how can say Kotoko will win but they struggle a bit the young apostles surprise you
of course when you say young apostles in your promotion by Ghana Premier League you know Kotoko share omo da Antelenra
okay
both for me na win nyina no and they a draw at Baba Yara Sports Stadium it was a 1-1 draw and our Winchester Sports Stadium there is 0-0 and it was always going to be very difficult coming back from the fact that young apostles in a renewed confidence in the Ghana Premier League, especially since we movie a call a year when they are playing really well. And then our Santa Kotoko last 2 games all are ending in a draw. So Nanka Petima, the confidence air high going into the game now a young apostles. And Karim Zito actually say about the Ghana Premier League anymore. He has an antidote in playing it. Maybe not on Kochi. Yebeka said the highest team in recent times. Obeka said obeti the Ghana Premier League, you know. But per the quality I will show our Dreams FC. He always have a way of grinding results when he needs it. And now, of course, there were controversies, and you would agree that one of the biggest decisions were the decisions are referring to take here, both in the first half and in the second half. You see, I have always been that person. Abano, you see, Aba Ebotechino. No, no, say the Boba. Of course, Kotoko were Mekase were given a penalty. Obviously, if the referees were the luxury of replays, AB and Kumbe taking a different decision.
Okay.
But then again, there was heckling. Both players were heckling themselves. But I think say Lord Amoa smart. Okay, smart. And Oja whilst the defender still kept holding on to him. But time about that was when a defender no release referee no spotted that incident and OJ the penalty. Young Apostles a penalty shout. It was not so close a caller. Ubetimi Jenaswaka said, indeed, you saw a foot from Samba Unela, a clutter player no emanate of him. But in the first half, young Apostles goalkeeper, Ochi Asante Kotoko player to fem in the 18-yard box, referee no a play on. And that on any other given day should have been a penalty for Asante Kotoko. But then, I think that we are having an issue with officiating. The reason being that in a game, incident by me and Sabeti Miesi, referee same incident on J, but already one incident any so J, not as a ma the whole beauty of the game. And now it was a very beautiful game. The moment I Kotoko anymore to Atana, just about a minute, and a young apostles Wamokwate Kano, and you series of exchanges. Our young apostles say yeah, a copy win. But Asante Kotoko in the last 10 minutes of the second half, it showed clearly their intent. They didn't want to draw the game at the Baba Yara Sports Stadium. They knew say a win ever push more to fourth, still with one outstanding game. And then they will have 19 points. One outstanding game against Baseke Holy Stars. Yes, Kotoko continue share more a Yenzema, but then say if Kotoko Ekonya a point even against them in the return fixture, knowing very well say your next game Oko Samara Boy Eko in the Premier League. This victory was very important for Asante Kotoko. So betimi I rekindle a year or more energy going into the weekend game. But for me, I think that I was say a referee, say they say no a comma iya say being a beer. It was so Gemano. Don't always think that a BBB. Yes, a lot of agenda against Kotoko. But this season, one of the teams to suffer refereeing decision. Kotoko is one of them. I am not holding grief for anybody, but I think that as journalists, I will say,
circumspect.
We at least fair to the system, because in games we have seen Kotoko being denied opportunities. Young Kawashi, or maybe Kotoko and Trumpetini Bebre. But a call in the favor of Asante Kotoko, it becomes so much of a discussion. But it is also becoming too much because always all the time, Asante Kotoko, Asante Kotoko. So the referees, should check this and try to resolve it. But I think that the victory was well needed by Kotoko. Whether say it was well deserved or not, they needed the victory. Said Berry can do more confident going into the weekend game against Salmates.
All right, thank you so much. Channel your son, Bismarck, Bismarck, also the Nadia Ababa messages kakra on Facebook. Now, solo message Nana make a Andy library. Or no, Nana can say, you know, 2 years.
Andy library.
Yeah, also we brutal or no names of voices as a wrong professional cry.
I just had a message from Adepa.
Adepa,
yes, Adepa. Adepa
minimum.
Or say, I am going with you. Why? Adepa, you are highly welcome.
Adepa, I
know found.
The minimum.
Adepa, be a winning be all.
Okay. Adepa, you train Brian Cock. But wait, if appear good Chakapama, I'll say, Mr. Sampija, be careful about whom you are dropping. And let's not ever boy,
Hey, appear good, we do best. Wait, so Effie, a year, Benji. In fancy say we are also watching you live. Watching live Kotoko is Penalty FC. Greetings to Honorable Wisdom or say, okay, watching you live. Kotoko is a Penalty FC. Greetings to Honorable Wisdom or say, my MC for Achuma Nwabieja South. On a message in a Benjamin Biney, good afternoon, Apeja. Please, I will be there tomorrow. Please, can I get selection because I can play per hair? And you're born Yakobu. Nkumia of bottles, and then the ekano. Jogbula bless or say stop saying, where dear tema film fine pa. We name their honor so or they catch them, and ya kind into Koswa did the attempt. I say hon so fine pa. And also a messenger or the by also wait me on Facebook now to message a banner at the bread.
na yet me akenkan na ede ama ha Ayonia TV Agoro Fie Jumede no kwakwa no Kotoko share o hwe kakra onya highlight ni bi so ahwe say no si hu ye na nkofo kan say me baba referee but no Kotoko anya 3 points
Kofedi ka yenchia ya hwe for mo hwe anu me betra aka say Abdul Karim Zito ebe make sure say on betimi win game
because Oso Chiamo Abdul Karim Zito Oso Chiamo or show to Oso Chiamo
ebetimi win game no because okay last season team Kotoko find it very difficult to beat was against Young Apostles say Kotoko ta oboase lenkle no mo enya point e wo ho omo call wenchi so ihu dey see here and say this season what Akofi apart from venues able matches we across sports stadium now you Kumasi Baba Yara Sports Stadium these are venues other 16 clubs now ebo Ghana Premier League no obi aba ho obo feel comfortable so betimi win game say what this season matches hard to focus abo across sports stadium and no opponent omo no mabo yes because Urban onim say a neutral ground because e wo mu say wa crowd but omo ba no mo yire mo ho the possibilities of betimi win game no and on betimi nya point no high the same as Kumasi Baba Yara Sports Stadium Kumasi teams na ba omo make sure say on betimi nya Asante Kotoko abo enti so omo yire mo ho on betimi nya point one Diana Stars game no Asante Kotoko boy no and Obanya no say a neutral grounds man so betimi a Kotoko and betimi nya point at the free war and these are two venues team bia bia yire hu bia no o yire hu a utimi nya point e bia 3 points na wuntimi nya but at least a point there obetimi nya and then me be ka say Karim Zito ono and Asante Kotoko team no the only team obo Sunday no obo Wednesday no obo Sunday no obo Wednesday
na who cause am
say but anya who cause am poor you see ye nyina ye hwa abrochiribo even when there is FA Cup games you know that if team no obebo FA Cup and say a year the FA need to reschedule match to a later date
to one who blame no
I have to blame the competitions committee of the FA
NCWA so to ourselves
Agoro Fie e go to a time and Abdul Karim Zito can say ni place no o ma bre one because of that don't also any injury
but these guys not built for every 3 days
Kofi so oh yes a comparison na ebeko ye de beko anim bi o compare mo to Europe
okay
the venue one omutu kwan two transportation and a different
very good point there
and adebako one many Karim Zito ya adwen say obo Sunday obo Wednesday obo Sunday no obo Wednesday against Basakademi ni baby omode akwa kwahye
omebo next week
so omo born next week ya na say obo Sunday we are
obo Samates
obo Samates we are Wednesday obo Basake Holy Stars and many ya adwen say if na anye fair to Asante Kotoko
okay
and na game now a game and America say e be den Young Apostles beat me wanya no fokwa draw and ra Asante Kotoko justify so la can do na dia fa Enra center referees and as officiating officials Enra omo gina mu edi game no
omo is it not part of the game
yes Kofi I was here when they say one omo ye dipa two omo use video assistant referee no kra no Kofi omo a lot of mistakes no omo ye and obeka ya time aye bo AFCON e wo Cote d'Ivoire no you say Moreno Babo until the two just say omo the video assistant referee ne buy no compared to African referees no African referees they are better than omo the video assistant referees ne buy because omo use ni ye o AFCON no compared to other leagues na omo board
it's true
et omo ye nipa eye dan ya mistakes beba but mistakes ne ba ye hu se na be si aka because eye say ye can be dey dodo say ye penalty say nye penalty e wo se ehwe dan ye ka ho asem but the way ye be si aka no and na so local no ensem for Ghana ha no eye akwa ye se menye kotokoni a kotokoye bibi anya mefe se menye heart of folk ni a heart of folk ye bibi anya mefe se de sade ne trauma mu a Kofi be ha dwen
okay
and na referees na omo yam so baby omo nya ne wrong baby omo nya ne right until nya ne nya right because na America no yet ha na walk up a single referee and 3 yellow cards and some we play and free e Ghana ha na Africa ha nke beka but dey Europe and you be also said England referee ina yes ade
omo ye mistake na empade omo
de beka omo ye mistake no say e ka say be omo tia next time omo ye nipa ye beka
na ye nipa na bia so wo kun ko
na me ka kire o say Kofi ye beka oye from so ye beka oye papa ye beka but baby o say e can do obi ho be so mo beka because Kofi say
ankoya man
menye kotokoni ana menye heart of folk ni ntile we be si aka asem no aya na ha adwen omo ye nipa omo tia omo so be feel bad ebi wo tia okay because any video assistant referee or abeka say match infringement me sa akwa say either say meje and say menye ye bi sa ho say obi sa ho na referees ni di na nyoma nko ya then we can criticize them but so far as I ye ni bi ho no omo yam from sure say e ka but baby ha na e dey fa no if you say ensem fata enra kotokoda me so betimi a win game because Karim Zito the pre-match bi o ka say so betimi a win Ghana Premier League na matches bi also mutimi win and then game near one of them especially no mo bo Kumase no na be din dia momo and we Asante Kotoko this particular season I say omuko away on performance no e better than so mo bo home and am ball na ohun sa away no omani abre so mo but e ba Kumase na I am nim you say bi Abdul Karim Zito the betimi a che the reason why ti amuko away on performance yeah excellent but omo bo Kumase I am finding it very difficult.
All right, I be smart quick support there 40 minutes more messages number e be jibra na kinkan na etimi dia ma ye call your next conversation so now I know medical to jade ma mo ye ntie nsem we or say the players get a salary from the clubs and the clubs must be able to decide whether to send them to the national duty or not. If a player gets injured in the national team, a market window must be reopened and there must be a compensation. But it seems that FIFA, UEFA and CAF of the national championship do not care about this anymore. Opinion is the Alirio de Laurentiis essay. Players are omo eco national team. Eco picking no car. Opinion is the Alirio de Laurentiis say. E was a beer window for yenye example. A beer has a full goalkeeper Benjamin Asaria or call Blaster. Yen fan say asem na eka. Oko has a national team.
Abu Francis DNA.
Yen fa Abu Francis DNA, thank you. Abu Francis say academy Tulu. Oko national duty friendly game against Japan. Nena nebu. Am yakwa any surgery for the rest of the season. O to me see akai. And then a papa ni propose say ye ton sa fair players na. E was a clubs no decided to accept or not. Again so mo kwa na say inji bi say ba. E was a beer transfer window. Inti anka Abu Francis bi ye no. Prior no. Yembie transfer window from Fema Tulu. No one player mention a name. Now one some pack a cram Fema a year Tulu. It sounds more so much player. No more than more nimpa. And then you say, Sasama Ura King. Wow, we show one in the dream. Why drink the send city?
Such a movie.
Solo, that's a movie. Yeah, two fair players, Eba National.
Aim for the ATS Ikadiama Tulu. Yet not or mining ATS Ikadiama Tulu.
Say all on a international duty, everywhere friendly matches. Ebi wo ha ni na so sanctioned by FIFA. It's a friend of FIFA Day of International Games. Ebi mo the ball qualifiers. Ebi mo the ball friendly games. Any ade. And no ka say Abu Francis Day for instance, a FIFA sanctioned game. Inti FIFA Ghana any the Japanese FA no. There should be a money be was you trade them to Tulu as a club for Francis Abu. Na boy because what mo Tulu na e kwa ko he ne yadim. Ene adwuma na o mu twe kana o mu tua no no. Obelusu for the past 4 months krana onye adwuma bia by ye betia neka eno na make say sa asem wo re yidi be your take on that solo
Apeja this is not a new thing idea FIFA
okay, so me kwa wan so mra ye ne nana Oduro Safo endi nkomo wo sa nkomo so wofa otimi kan awie ma he
so na say
wofa boko wofa ufi US ba wan very amo
Adipa.
Hey, Adipa. Of my team, Miss Adipa. There's Adipa Jedi. Okay. What for Napoli owner, your friend Alirio de Laurentiis, and Ode and Sembi to Jane say, we are in the Kakra. Also, see a ton of players from various clubs are on national duty. Now, say players ne Ipraba. Yemfa a Abu Francis Dine example. Or no, so say, it was say, quickly injury be banner critical to say we na yembie transfer window mfema team na the player eprano no to mean top player emfa replace na national team FIFA ne CAF any those associations akase no empa bibi emfa support team no wa fa yensu ade asema wura yiken who as an executive member of the FA, who your team owner, administrator, you've been in the system for so long. Who take on that today?
No, share with you for now. I think we can be a broad topic. But in the first place, because FIFA international FIFA window, no, be the first or the second window, no. If it is a shot, the first window, no, start no, a dua, not shot. Second window, be dua, not a BA. This I know because anything, but to prevent unnecessary interference with registration of players. Okay. And you know, in so doing, let's say, idea of mass, so FIFA cannot rely on those two. Also, no, player be player our national team. Now, yes, sir. The team, the country, no boy, no, and and taking care, and if you find taking care of the injury now, if you say it is not right.
Okay.
Why it is not right? And I said, each and every football club, you are made to insure your players against such things. What footballers in and a proper and you know, you ensure the players, and I believe a mobile ball international, a more very solid insurance cover on players, you know. And when there is such an injury, you know, if anything, most of the time, you know, the club sends an assessor to go and assess the injury.
Yeah.
And the club no for say if anything country no and I will say yeah and all sending assessor but assessor calling yes idea no.
Yeah.
And when the club sends assessor to go and do that thing, then that means the club knows that they are responsible for such an injury. And you know, and also saying that here, and I also know it's a deal one can say it's hit on them say when they want players, when a player in Ghana is playing very well, and then somebody wants to take him to Europe, they ask to say, have you played in the national team? Are you a national team player? And in the news, national team players, the FIFA regulations, they are supposed to go and play for their country, and anything at all can happen.
Okay.
And you know, I think it's something that we need to, like I said, collaborated, but he cannot say you win the morning one on a player. No, it doesn't work.
Now, what I say, player beat is Abu DA Abu a key player at the money club Tulu. They are missing him from now till time of very recover. Team Nubel Lucy a lot, especially in the performance and whatever my team no. On that score, no only in is also a more opportunity to get in a player.
Say you know, it will be abused.
Okay.
And then a better system, the calendar and the system, no.
Okay.
And you know, let's assume say, a player be I read the seminar so. Let's say player be that next one. Sorry, I can't believe I saw money. Win the money race player.
Okay.
No, we don't do that. Football. I don't know how long he has been in football himself, and then he's no football administration. Else maybe he wouldn't have said so.
Okay. Over you better say now Port City more bass man shall say you but say what that top.
What you shall say?
I say move and tell me na you coach if you na me ntia say.
Baba.
Sir, it more bad division Premier League next season.
Oh, you never tell that.
Matofa,
yeah.
Na koya dia wo ye na. E say din komo achiro. All right, inti Nano Drew Safo executive committee member ono penny back on no so eboa mati my friend Port City the Access Bank Division 1 no mo eko manim ono so no ti adepa iwe e be din komo achiro say wakoje ye. Ode for me say okay we say to solo.
You see we need a addition. You understand? I know do is a former Jumano for so many years, but they can't have all the information around the game because always all the time now. And near masses FIFA policy be your friend no club protection policy. Club protection policy. And the main aspect of the policy no say club releasing a player neba international duty no obe pra. The club is entitled to a compensation from FIFA. Now the compensation no it range from player no ne first salary. Salary na player no edge no. The first salary is what FIFA ebe gina so na omudi etua the compensation to the club. Now mama ma the criteria at which FIFA editua sa sika no. FIFA clubs no ebe receive the compensation one based on player no ne first salary up to a maximum of 7.5 million euros. Based on the injury length of the player and then the player no ne salary range original FIFA betimi atua compensation up to 7.5 million euros at the clubs. Apajanya no ko a also player pra e go why minor injury on international duty. FIFA yemra say player no ba international duty no pra man the first 28 days. So player no recover within the first 28 days. FIFA enchia that compensation no clubs. But the range at which FIFA eventual compensation no after the first 28 days up to 365 days. And the player
from 1 month to a year.
Yes, to a year. And FIFA eventual compensation the amount.
Good.
Maybe examples. Okay, Joe Gomez. Operate on international duty with England. Liverpool enya compensation from FIFA for that injury at Joe Gomez ekonya here. Arsenal, Paris Saint-Germain, any Inter Milan, our clubs are enjoy some of this compensation when Thomas Partey ba Ghana ebe piki injury. Arsenal benefited that compensation no. Kylian Mbappe with Paris Saint-Germain obe piki injury ewo France. PSG benefited here and then Lautaro Martinez with Argentina the club Inter Milan also PK here. And Ronaldo Camavinga be born France. That no second Real Madrid. Real Madrid benefited here to a tune of 1,232,880 euros. And Sika FIFA as compensation. And Real Madrid. Gavi, okay, Gavi ni injury obenya ye was Spain. Okotina feel almost like 6-7 months. Okay, is injury no. Barcelona enya Sika close to 3 million euros for Sa Gavi ni injury no. Then America and Celta Vigo, Joseph Edu ni injury about picking wa Ghana no. Celta Vigo for enya compensation.
So on the compensation so, we are clear on that.
On the compensation no. FIFA policy
so what about the other aspect has got to do now, with the transfer window?
You see, I don't think that it is necessary to open a transfer window when there is a way of getting the Bosman rule activated. So when the Bosman rule, no, players after 30 years say, "Oh, you're free agent." Club to me as signing on. Internet, Oko Palmer, player friend, goalkeeper your friend Zion Suzuki, Ghana ni na nke ekofana bana or show bedama Japan. We pray you say 3 months ultimate that pool. As we speak with you, Palmer has started any Vicente Guetta didn't come up on a Bosman rule obetimi assigning and there are a lot of teams who are signing players almost signing on the Bosman rule multi transfer in your close but because after 30 years
and out of contract
FIFA no opportunity say obetimi joining any club as a free agent and I think say Sam Rani ho enti ebia Abu Francis need ye Sassuolo for feel say Toulouse for feel say Abrantino, he is very much important to their cause. Omu need any player to replace him. But they identify a player after 30 years or what the qualities of Francis Abu. They have every right to activate the Bosman rule to sign the player, even as at now. And there are ways of bringing in other players during this difficult moment. But I do not think that I was say you be the transfer window no. Say because
for that club alone.
No, you cannot do that. Portal, you doing be a portal, only one club. Okay. You be a portal now, you be the more and because a club matching system, the CMS and the UC, it's a be system number 2. Club be a to me system number also yes. So right. For education purposes, there are compensation edema clubs when a player comes to the national team and get injured. Then again, there are avenues you can register a player when a player gets injured and you want to replace them.
Well, I think the compensation is justice to and because for the compensation well, I think a team and a club player the player back player na player no kase and a club no kase yemie ema menko a na mentimi register player Kofi ebe abuse no
abuse say kwaku for example Chelsea team Moise Caicedo and Enzo Fernandez and Kukiera omo form ni gina super the most important players for Chelsea na Kupa Mamaye na yem first ano mpo de nkan ma no system na say o easy na Chelsea players nyina na mabu sen 9 ACL no mu nyina go international league na ACL na Chelsea may see these 3 key players. I was me transfer window very much about being
but it's a team to receive 8 of their keys.
That's not their
how many players in a club so no aya register
at most 30
players
and you have the luxury of even using homegrown players in the bar and when you register players
this is so much for player features academy one but the Caicedo Obebo is a guy
who register as many as 30 players for a season. And the be me say clubs need 2 players now. Etina ebia Moses Caicedo oniwa omakwakofa a player be say Andre Santos the number. Omo fi say o ntimi amode say the Caicedo bon kra obetimi abo kakra. Entina omode number because omo ogidi omo ntino makwakofa number. Entina FIFA any CAF any UEFA omo nyina ma ho kwan say players say na betimi register in the season.
Okay.
So be player in case we be player betimi replace no. Now therefore for babishim. Etino say be transfer window
from Babisi no.
Kofi. Be say obi more retu kro be ka jo say player dey play yemie fama no. The more etu e be taking about 2 weeks obi ka say player dey play enti yemie fama no because 2 weeks na mu a. Enti no mo mie ma no nko to player fa ne mesim. And ekobasa clubs ni na be benefit you. Obi a the player be play more dey be.
Na send one national duty no en go pra ni nkan ono ka say Seattle from national duty.
No. Because
say Manchester resiliency mwemu
Antoine some menyo so pick injury
international duty ono akoye engagement dia nchada nyehu
so international duty and make sure say
ono na yepe
ubia injury
e minor injury and e major injury
na ni injury to aso minor ni major ni nyanya injury
mzabama say so fukubi na o tifri super reform na we see na we nwa wasi o to bo asusi so wasi
e prebia e na we say minor and e minor ni major and ni na injury to aso injury bia injury say the more ni betu wapira o ntimi mo enti o so obi ma no
obi mo retu no obi sun name
no ntimi mo a ni mo retu na ni na mo retu no ntimi mo a wapira injury nti also be man no okofa player dey be shim no mbebo and Kofi ekobasa e be abuse dey nipa e be abuse and clubs ni na be ye especially to say Arsenal be nya be 10 players o mepra obeko Chelsea 8 players e pra na see e be amomo a o go replace with 8 players Kofi ya dey
mo friend dey komo na ye hu say dey solo prepare home examine nyum no mema wan san ato anse yakọ ye be share o be view
team na say nyum me tu ni nyina me den na
na say nyum ba ko pe na oni examine na say nyum ba ko pe na oni
solo voice na ye o dey so dey to nyum
na Mr. Andy live as mo trouble and me dey no knock kan hu be duru
they don't know
who say solo to nyum sana solo ko wrong profession also chance am trade mo no ko
yeah na dey bia abono nsia dey
be view honum na me aduma otena kwaku Unse we ndem me nyade o. We ndem me nyade. Oh, ba de oduru a be hu dem yade o. Eduru a be. But omon pe instrument nto asema solo. Na entene. But our friend that's what we na yedi come 0544152464 friend yedi come 0544 but what do you have free
Adipa.
Yeah, friend Apeja.
Hello.
Apeja ni.
Oh, Apeja, good afternoon, Chen.
I don't person dey Adipa kasa na.
Oh, that you are picking like not be the voice. I don't know her personally, but I just
you don't have to know her personally.
Yeah, me the Francis Pacific as well.
It's you,
no problem with Ghana Lake in the home. Repeating especially repeating Sanya I project a repeating a game needed. Omoma ye game no enya konokra so ajaje we udita who officiate and na make Kotoko ni young apostle game no Kotoko ni bona aso bi mu boy no person no wa Japan echi so omu boys na abem so ajaje repeating no enye so omu yeta so ajaje omu yeta no ye victims no omu ko Africa pa na ye cho omu 5 7 8 so that would you weigh your fancy? The first night in a perimeter, me wa azaka. So I said in a perimeter, so what is number of work? Hey,
Tasso, yeah, you go move your plans. Guys are and cancer. Why? So I know. Hello, we didn't be afraid. All right, also with me, our friend, yet me didn't come on her. TV, Agoro Fie Jumedinano. And I go so I did hon some somo and ne every messages be elhan mama making can be and from so last and for your voice in the deal. Oh, but I didn't be free.
The patron within the school because a free Eastern region could tabudia.
But I could tabudia, it's Yabusan for yet you near.
No, I began to me that so I'm a Kunyana, Mr. Mekasa. But so, and I feel well. Sa compensation is some of the man Ghana player who play. And some of the man no. Now a quite of Bekasa free foreign Torino so for free no. Or no some of kind so no. A boom say with my bit matter we have name rana for by. No, I was trying to dream. But I said yeah, Fatun Solomon so a 2 on nice or far analysis and far those doing by no. That's a little bit map wapa. I don't know, no crepa because Baku for the ultimate majority the moment a casa na as soon a day. But that's a pan, so I'm up, you know.
Rapping him, that's it. All right, sure. Appear Felix Kwabi, also good afternoon. Please, is there and there match and then match Piaga watching you live from Achimasa in church Masafo in Isaac Akoma Germany was more fire on a message and you guys are doing a great job. Keep it up. Watching you guys live from Dubai, the United Arab Emirates. Still,
Miss Referee Danfa.
It's you.
You Abeja. Yes, I'm here. One who got and did I mean a Viera and a bit about Ghana League?
But also there. Jose.
This is Viera, the Ben a bit about Ghana League.
Or Mugu to Tony Mente.
Among yes, I'm a VR machine in the Boyadi. No more Yadi, this is the car politicians in Azano. Oh, into Munya, any scoreboards in India, I was stadiums in India, no one says in a year. You're from Chop out.
All right, here for see. I am from Akunkaho. Na ye wrap up studio animal. But I didn't be free. Oba at the Panama Casano Metiamae. Why? But your first say, no free.
Me patcha from me Kaiser, me casa free Aboso.
Aboso Takwa.
Takwa Aboso.
Hey, Aboso Boko there.
Yeah. And I'm not on Boko.
Hey, mami. Matthias, mami. Why?
Mate Mekachero.
It's you.
Watcha so kakra me kan say, I'm say Ghana Premier League, you know. I dey nyina ye dia. Na I believe say referees, you know, omo ye nipa. But then no, obi also on the team are supporting. But then omo no ye be soro mo say omo fa emra na nye adwuma. Because if at the end of the day, a referee now who sympathize with Haas. Now Haas, bonus, Bibi Kotia Haas, Famrana Yeden. No beer who said, we are fair. What I say. Yes, I Bema Ghana Premier League in Ida. Akoso, Emma Yin, and then about the compensation, Ina Solo Church, Mono. Me did say, no one, but for the registration, say, I'm one club, said the plenty. And it's not something that FIFA should even think about it. Yes, as an opening, people who abuse it on their DNA, and Medasi. They know what kind of.
If it's your mommy, but of fake crab, my fake crab, mommy. Na me share Jennifer Nisa. Nipanye kwaku. Ejevo hali edisi. But me ton sa for so na yensia e wo Bayview. Na Bayview no solo Bayview na wo hemfa.
Oh, Bayview no war atomic free atomic junction
nim crime say
free and crime
akagu ye no net ya kro ma oba hejai say na atomic
call Madina Accra call Madina
okay
Otra 37 Otra Accra Mall Otra eye Shiashi Oponglu Otra eye Legon na Otra UPSC Otra Preseka overhead ne wo na fadown Debbie fadown o fadown oba koto run about o se ba kokko hase ne ekọ right no eno ekọ atomic down ne ekọ straight no ekọ Madina but oba fa wo left no eno ekọ hacho Otra Atlantic Mall na sharp curve on your left oba kona Bayview minimum chromo nana minimum chromo
that's how buy wa oni
Midima for any Blue Angel Sports drink ne boy chido ene dey nsem no buy but otena no mesro yenhia ewo eye Bayview na yenji ani Kofi Ntinyom eye Rakia eno pompo obe perform amam eno so perform am nkwa na mesa what you say na eye all for real ena nei Samini solo ne edium solo fa ewie odo so be the one ting ting ping 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 beep 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 sa now don't you sa now don't you okay ene ko on so say nyo no ya we ado what le say no we dey say abidi dey say ka sa fe ja o ti simni na ka ja krawo
Onuye TV Onuye TV Onuye TV yedwene ho pa Onuye TV yedwene ho pa
Nyanum ene adofo no Dr. Lawson the virgin doctor and abotimenka ene edai enu ne yemiensa ena Dr. Lawson edi abadwaso se bema efi enfie du nwotwe meche 18 years eko ne se oyo obi a wono ho kan ni kompaso a agudie ne ye wodi boss wa na ho na esa no emfa ho enfie wanya ebia wontimi nyina so nche anase obema no ene afon ayeketoa hye no so se nufutene ebi wom nufutene ye dua bi a eba omogem a unipadua kwa no ba bia fonfon bia yekese nufutene ebi odile man capsules ni mu hye no so se edro ekitami bemma bia wabada bi do bia no edro we ne medi ho adanse ama wo sase dunsi kura no nko a ebetima ama bema asori na etimi abo adwuma aye adwuma bo abra akoma no emre your Lawson heba misha wo ho ye kan Lawson heba misha eno ne adra eye adwuma woni pentrim eye adwuma wo kase no dompem esa eye adwuma wo honam nani it's how de na kwa fever metre jaundice ana malaria ena etetew aba so ache ya no wonum enye wo de ya no wonum eye onwono edwumre bi a na honam ya obasa woda obekase yabo wo sora wontimi nante edwumre bi a na onase atatai edwumre bi a wo so adem sei na honam na popo wonsa no na yetitriti wo si ananse achew mesre emrewa ne nkokorafo ne se losi heba misha empanyifo aduru losi heba misha ni adura me Dr. Lawson metimi akasa de minses me bo se de wo bupoku dem a wontimi nante no wotimi no 10 bottles no wasori losi misha no ende yato apete ba bia be ko bia benya bia to de ho adanse ache unia no wo ma me wadamfo na 7 ni sisi ache ya no de wontimi nkwa afuom no de wontimi nante no de no honam ta ye ne ya no de ya no kan sesa sabro no onkope losi heba misha ento enom eno kwa na eduro wodwa so a ene ye kase ye pe kokwa aduro a ye tatashe pa utimi nyi losi heba misha enfrim edie be ntra enam kokwa manko a mede ka losi heba misha hunti no amana kwaye kokwa aduro tatashe me kire obi otapesa nani obi ya na minim keka no obi ya na asum keka no obi ya oja ne na moja wom obi oja ne na amaman wom ni nyina kwaye koko na honam kekaw efia ba woyam wokɔ wagya na so a na enkabɔni wom kɔpɛ losi mission bi akira kwan ma mu chima mubu musa na waya ase oya mekire afichike mu yaw amani hunu wochima 2 days na atwa 3 days na atwa losi heba misha eya dura betim di aboa eno ne ya miensa hwe kase ekitami we ne efe ne law care misha hwe do ne fa eye ene na kono a eye hwe kwan Dr. Lawson efa so nya nimdi a wode ye law care misha no Dr. Tansi hu say enega na ha enam yare yare a etete mi bema ene wo ba wo hwe mi en aware a ye basa no dodo na ye nam yare ebi di akoye white ebi di akoye gonorrhea ebi di akoye syphilis ebi di akoye bilharzia sa wo ha wo mu nyina ye ha bi a etete Ghana forma obi won ma wotenase a na nsuo egunum na nasekeka no obi won ma ekura nkasa abanase ensa begu nase na himfie honom eho asai entini libido no ne level no kofom woni atenka obi so ye bema na ohwe me ne bema na fon ayeketoa ensa begu ho emu keka no emu ta hyehye no wokona gya nan so wi a na nsuo fitaa bi mefi ne bema mo eba ni nyina akoye enam ensa yare bone a eha ema na emema anu ntina Dr. Lawson asen atena se akope ehaba bi ti se ojama haban kuekuo nisu haban makopa sawa haban makopa aton haban enye no nko a o yesa o spices bi wo a eno so ya antibiotic meka bi kire se efom yusa esuru yusa asasiham akikadro ankatwade ni nyina ye nuro bi a ekum emmoa ebiti se bacteria ana fungus ni nyina ye emmoa bi a wo se eba wo mogam na se ohaw bi wo mogam bia no etimi kum moawa no ehye moawa na se ema wo de wo hom enu tina Dr. Lawson me de aye adre kita mi a ye fe ne law care mixer me part of family numbers ne no watimi afa Dr. Lawson na watimi na di nkomo me number ne ye 0242 133 577 0242 133 577 and a second number no so ye 0248 61 99 99 0248 61 99 99
Onya TV ye dwene ho pa chombo na ya pomudin sema ye gribibi yetu sika asadi koto ya de ye wana dum yodu ye fo kase bi adum ye Dr. Yawaduje Fie